We're live.
Oh, shit. Hi, guys. Sorry.
Wait, that's us?
That's us.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit.
it.
That would be, see, you're right there.
Yeah.
I'm right here. And Mike's right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look, there we are.
There we are on the screen there too. And that
Okay.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Wow. Awesome.
Sorry, guys. We had to do an abrupt move inside because a couple bands are coming through. And
Yeah, it's typical Florida weather.
Gets spicy, then it doesn't. Then it gets spicy, then it doesn't. Hello, Mike from Old School Garage.
Yes.
we are kicking it old school tonight. We are, well, besides missing the Bearded Wonder, this is,
Well, the other bearded wonder.
yeah. Well, yeah, no, Eric Kaufman of our group.
Yeah, Eric Kaufman. Jesus,
Aaron.
not bold.
Aaron.
Aaron?
Aaron. Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah,
Aaron.
it's Aaron Jesus, not
Yeah.
bold Jesus or one-legged Jesus
Yeah.
or short Jesus.
Also, sorry if you hear a slight fan in the background. Again,
need it.
it's a garage.
And we need the van.
And
We need
honestly,
the fan.
I don't think it's picking it up, to be honest.
No, it's not. Hey,
Sweet.
look at that.
Awesome.
So, but yeah, no, we had to move inside because the back porch, even though it's on the cover, it's under metal roof. Well, even though this is on the metal roof too, but it was loud. And even though it stopped raining, there's another band coming through, and yeah, we were not going to be prepared for that. So
Mike says he doesn't hear the fan either.
that's good. So you get to see my wonderful washer and dryer, and yeah.
More importantly is the freaking Nova hood with the Killers album cover on
Yeah,
it.
I actually thought about selling that recently.
Hell no. You can't sell that.
I kind of need money. So
Yeah.
if anybody, if anybody wants to put an offer on that, starting bid of $500.
You can say, you can't sell that. It's a one-of-a-kind piece.
I know. Like I said, $500. Starting bid. So yeah, so we're Pints and Pistons, and we talk about cars and beers. This episode is going to be so laid back because, yeah, it's just a laid back episode. We're missing Chris, who normally has 95% of the information that we talk about.
And, yeah, I did not do an auction car.
Yeah, Brian didn't do an auction car.
It's been a busy week.
It's been a busy week. Yeah, well, this time of year is my work's most busiest. Everybody thinks it's calmest. And you're like, oh, don't you have the summer off? Like, no, this is when I cry at work because I'm working so much.
Yes.
Do you notice it?
Yes, I do.
But it's not
I do
on the
too.
video.
But it's not showing up
I was
on
gonna
there.
say I
It's not either. Okay, just making sure.
So the thing is the where the fan is right now.
The camera's
is-
actually moving.
It's blowing on the tripod.
But
and
the
it's moving
camera's
back and forth
compensating
like
for
that.
it perfect, though. It's
It
not
is.
considering.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I was like, fuck.
Well, I mean, that's what we do, though.
We wing this shit all the
We kind
time.
of slap it together and go as we go, and that's how we do.
Oh, I saw something interesting on the interwebs the other day. So
Oh.
you remember a little while back, Honda took their new Type R to the Nürburgring on the Nordschleife, and they said a lap time with it.
Yeah.
Well, there were some people that were questioning that lap time. And one of the things they questioned was the fact that the driver in that car, was running sixth gear down through Foxhole. There's a guy that's kind of like the new king of the ring on YouTube, who drops daily videos all the time, Misha Sheridan.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
drive.
Yes, you can.
And he recently took out a stock-powered Civic Type R that had some different tires and different and some different suspension on it, but stock power levels. And
Sorry, I'm getting
he was in
those
fifth.
first.
He was in fifth gear going through Foxhole. So what they're saying is that car that made the run had a different transmission ratios in it or something.
I spotted one, by the way,
Really?
in the wild, a white one on 44 right by Publix in North O'Brien.
Mm-hmm.
And it was coming, the opposite way. And at first I was like, oh, somebody put a freaking big wang on a new Civic. And then as I got close, I'm like, oh, it's a Type R!
Type
And it was-
R.
yeah,
Yeah, not
brand
seen
new.
that one.
Yeah, I saw it. Had the, the right exhaust exit and all that stuff.
Oh, so you know that spot? We've spotted some Rivians in the wild.
His name is James.
Cars and Coffee.
I actually
last
caught one
month-
yesterday.
Last month at Cars and Coffee, there was a silver one that came up, and the owner let us take like a
The-
deep dive into
The
it.
pickup truck?
Nice.
Yeah, that was the one that I saw drive by yesterday at work.
Yeah, he actually stopped and he opened it all up and let us take a deep dive and really look at it. And I
Cool.
can tell you, man.
Proper engineering.
Did you get to see the little cubby hole?
Oh, the cubby holes are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
The front is excellent. the build quality of the interior looked really, really nice. Like the fit and finish around the whole truck looked really, really
Just
nice.
Good.
From all the pictures that I've seen, and even seeing it on the road and being next to it and all that,
Yeah.
seems like the fit and finish is way
Like
better
the,
than
like
Tesla.
like having driven it, I've driven a Model S, and like I said, got to do kind of a deep dive walk around and peer into the Rivian, and the Rivian definitely has, like, the panel gaps on the outside are really, really good, and just the fit and finish, and also the materials on the interior
Yeah.
is really nice.
I was telling them I saw a new Type R in the wild.
See, I've seen a couple of like the first gens and that. I'm really, really excited for the Integra Type S.
And I've seen one base model Integra twice around here.
Yeah,
I do.
I love the look of them, but like finally they've people have started getting testing with the like media cars of the Type S. I know Doug did. Never fucking say their name. Autopian.
Autopian, yeah.
Autopian, which I read constantly, and I know like Jalopnik and all that did. And like the same thing they're saying is
Basically, if you're a fan of old school Jalopnik, if you like Torch, if you like David Tracy and some of the other ones have ended up, they're now partnered up with Bo Bachman from Galpin Autosports, and they're actually started Autopian.
Yeah, which I actually read that more than I do. Actually, I haven't looked at Jalopnik in a couple months because of it. Because Jalopnik got
Jalopnik's part of a bigger media group, and some of their subject matter. Honestly, the people at Jalopnik now, there's a lot of them. I don't know why they write for an automotive blog, because it seems like they hate cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
that's why I went to
you did.
Autopian.
And I still look at the drive.
Yeah. But so their biggest thing is when they're talking about like it's the Type R that in traffic won't break your back. They're absolutely loving it, and also they're talking about the sounds it makes. So because the Civic Type R, the new one, because that's basically a world car, and it goes all over in so many different markets. It has a slightly different exhaust than the new Integra Type S, even though it's the same drivetrain and all that. The Acura is more a North American company, and that. So with the Type R,
And before Integra Type S has track mode, California sees.
yeah. But the thing is that with the Type R, right after the downpipe with the cat, there's a resonator right there because they're having to deal with other sound laws in other countries and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what they had to do. So it has a higher pitched sound and all that stuff. They deleted that with the Integra Type S because of North American sound laws and
I was
all
going
that
to say,
stuff.
somebody was
So
flying by.
it has a deeper sound. It does way more pops and bangs, and everybody's saying that it sounds tenfold over the Civic Type R, and it's a deeper sound. It is a deeper sound, and they're loving it.
Any modern car with electronics, there's no reason for useless pops and bangs.
No, but this isn't a program making it pop and bangs. That's the thing. It's not a crackle tune. It's like with my car and his car, to where it is
natural pop.
It is a
and
natural beat.
pops and bangs,
And that's,
okay.
that's the thing. It's not a crackle tune on it. It's the same exact exhaust, except it has that resonator taken out of it. It's still just that slightly less restriction. And it's not like crackle tune like it's just every once in a while like my car just
arcade crackle tunes
crackle
tunes for BMW.
No, it's like my car to where just every once in a while it's just pop.
Well, what was that? There was that Focus ST that was running around here that had like the
crackle tune, and as soon as you let
There's
on, no, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah,
there's a younger kid in a newer Passat. I think it's wrapped because
I've
it's a
seen
weird
it.
color.
Yeah.
And that one's got one. He just lets off the exhaust and goes da ba 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 ba.
I'm gonna say like my car does it,
And I think
my
his
car
car's
doesn't do-
NA too,
My
which
car
makes it
doesn't
worse.
do like the big
Yeah.
pops. Like if I took out my downpipe and if I took out my race cat downpipe,
I want to go
and did that.
catless in my car
But
and see how much more.
But it-
Catless in your car would be
I was gonna say I've actually thought about
be
doing
obnoxious.
I've actually thought about doing catless in my car, and now
I have that's all I have is I have the cat. Well, it's the CPE cat, so it's that big.
yeah,
And then
the
I
tiny
have
one.
a resonator that big, and that's it.
Yeah, I took out my. Well, you saw the size of my resonator. My resonator was giant. So I
yeah,
have
but the
that.
more you uncork an EcoBoost engine, the worse they sound.
I was gonna say I wanted to do a little bit more pops and bangs, like natural pops and bangs. Like I would love to get the gunshots like beard does every once in a while. But I gotta say, my car I think is the perfect EcoBoost setup.
Yours is pushing up to the line of annoying EcoBoost sound without actually crossing the line of annoying EcoBoost
Is that
sound.
perfect?
I think
And
honestly,
also inside, like I barely know what my car sounds like on the
Yeah.
outside. On the inside,
well, that's because
my
your car is very well put together in aspects of sound dampening and ride quality within the interior.
like my car
really
on the
low.
inside.
Well, he
I love
has
it.
an interior.
Yeah, sure.
Well, and not even that. Like honestly, if I could have, because I love this car too, but if I could have my drivetrain with his interior,
Yeah.
that would be perfection.
I know.
in my
Well,
opinion.
and see, that's the thing. So many people hate those red cars, and
No,
I think love
it's
them.
not even that. It's everything about your interior. It's
except the piece that
think
fell and hit my
system,
head.
It's
Because that piece fell and now it's just sitting in the back, and I have the microphone that's hanging there.
but other than that, like
Then-
the rest of it's fantastic.
Dude, man, Flex Seal.
All the damn all
Again,
the plastic things broke.
let's
Everything broke.
Flex Seal. Shove enough Flex Seal in there, it'll stick.
Okay.
I really might have to look on that because, like Dan said, the part's obsolete. And I
Yeah,
tried
you-
going on eBay, and you get a lot of standard focus stuff. I
so
can't really find a lot of the ST one. and
that's a
all
Ford
that.
thing, man. Sometimes they'll have parts for something from the 90s, from the 80s. Other times, a part from a 2020 will be obsolete.
Yeah.
Like it's just
Yeah,
how
so
it
guys,
is.
that whole entire like center, upper center console,
Yeah,
whereas
they call it
glass part,
overhead console.
and like all the adjustments for stuff. Look, I was didn't even hit like a big bump driving on the road. The whole thing fell down. Luckily, it was connected by a couple wires. Whacked me in the head and all that shit. All the clips fucking broke, fell down, and all that. Yeah, so it's now sitting in my back seat because I threw it there and it broke even more because I was fucking driving and the fucking thing hit me in the head.
Well, normally I would say it's already broke, you can't break it anymore, but you managed to prove me wrong.
Oh no, the thing was shattered
Well
to
done.
begin with, so yeah, that was fun. But it still makes a wonderful pops and bang sound. Still need to figure out what that tire was because now it's from like Chris even looked at it. We sprayed the entire thing. It's gonna be one of those we're gonna have to take that tire completely off the wheel and figure out because
They're like the slowest air leak ever.
no, well, it went from like every 3 months having to put some air
What if you
into
crack
it.
the wheel?
Huh?
What if you crack the wheel?
I haven't seen any crack, and I sprayed the entire
What?
inside of the wheel down with spray too.
You know,
That was I was thinking.
as goofy as it might sound, they actually make a UV dye that you can
Yeah,
put
I
in.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about that. But yeah, no, it's one of those now. Basically, every 4 days I gotta add air. I mean, it goes from 35 to 28, and which makes my light come on and all that. It's not like it goes flat in 4 days. It's one
Yeah,
of those.
It's
It
weird,
just
man.
I lose basically 10 pounds in 4 days.
That's weird.
So no idea why, but it just does. It just does.
Maybe the valve stem.
We sprayed the valve stem. We sprayed inside of it. It's one of those we're gonna have to take that wheel completely off and basically put that entire thing into a big jug, like into a big thing
Yeah,
full
dump
of
tank.
water, basically, and see where leaks are coming from. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so do we want to go to our first beer? Because I know Brian doesn't have beer. I've been sipping on them, but
Well, you're close to here now, so.
okay. So you want?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Like I said, guys.
So
pretty
the
sure.
gentleman that owns the Tesla that I drove, he actually got hit by a hit and run driver a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
It looks like he might be going to buy the dark green Mach 1 tomorrow.
Up at the dealership.
Yeah.
I do love that thing.
I'm not a big fan of that color green.
And kicking it old school. You with your
Surviving mug.
mug.
surviving mug.
Those mugs were yeah, broke.
Yeah, no, when we say they broke, they just
Shattered. And this was 4.5 years ago.
Like, sorry, I can't. I need to-
well, I mean, okay, talk after. Well, I mean, as far as shattered glasses, it's kind of ironic that this one lives
right? Out of everybody.
Well, no, we still have Chris's.
Well, I mean, but still, like, it's me with my accident prone. I drop glasses, I break stuff,
I know,
hold
you broke the
everything.
fucking goblet.
Yeah, you broke the Schlitz
I
goblet.
break everything.
Just because you left it in the freezer.
So anyway,
Sorry, this is not a pick on Dane.
whilst I was in Georgia, I found this and I like enjoyed the name too, which is Pog Basement, which is like a reference to a loser gamer person, I guess. It's a grapefruit orange pale ale.
I can smell the pale ale part of it.
Take a vacation from the basement, set that out of office reply or don't, and escape to a breezy tropical IPA paradise where passion fruit, orange, and guava glow.
Look at that pour.
Oh wow! Look at
Mike
that.
redeemed himself.
He did. I even poured it nice and slow and still got massive foam.
Oh, watch me dominate all of you.
Well, you are the
Watch the handle break.
It's like break off right in my lap. That would be so god awful. Mike wins.
Yeah, Mike wins that one.
Mike wins.
Yeah, 'cause you got the whole beer in. I couldn't even get the whole beer in for it.
So also, this one is not a brewery find. This one's a gas station. find.
Oh.
But they do have a brewery there, and I went to go there, but they were closed because Memorial Day weekend. So, yeah. So I found this in they have like almost every gas station in Georgia has got this particular one. So I figured it must be good, I guess.
Speaking of breweries, just last weekend I was in Claremont Brewing Company.
I love
So
breweries.
I saw that you went to the German bread place, and that so me and Lorenzo that pops on here all the time and all that. Me and him and Sabrina have been there before. We met up in that.
Yeah,
Had
the
a bunch
little
of-
place in Yalaha.
Yeah. Did you go to the moonshine place next door?
No, we did not.
That moonshine. That's where we get the.
Yeah, that
cranberry
wasn't a
one.
part of our itinerary.
Oh, well, we walked it next door for that, but that little bakery in Yahala is wonderful.
Yeah, I brought home a chunk of apple strudel that was so dense it made my car ride weird.
Yeah.
So heavy.
Oh,
Down my seat, and I brought this chocolate thing called a mud pit.
Yep.
It was like a harder cake with a softer chocolate cake, and it had like a chocolate ganache on the inside of it.
I had
So
one
good.
of the best sandwiches I've ever had in my entire life from there. And then their pretzels are the size of our bodies.
They did the cinnamon rolls.
Yes.
The cinnamon rolls are not an exaggeration. Are about yay big around and about
That
yay
thick,
thick.
yeah.
And
They
they
weigh about
actually
3
cut. They
pounds.
actually cut one up and let us sample that
Yeah,
one, and it was freaking delicious.
But you have to get there if you want the good stuff. Get there as soon as they open. There will literally, even on Monday, be a line out the door, and it's wonderful. But they have so many German beers that they
had 15 on the shelf when I was there,
Yeah.
and I've had 4 of them.
Yeah, but it's great.
Mike, no, none of us have done Power Tour, and then Sugarloaf Mountain is the second highest point in Florida. That is true.
Yes, we did go over Sugarloaf Mountain.
Cheers.
I cheated already.
You know, shh. Nobody saw anything. Oh, it's
I
not bad.
I like that. I actually like
It's not
that.
bad.
I don't hate it.
I actually like that a lot.
Not amazing, but really toned down on the hop.
Yeah, it's.
I actually like that a lot. That's
Yeah,
good.
I don't hate it. Look, I don't like IPAs, so there's that. But I don't hate this one.
Well, it's a PA. It's not an IPA. It's
Yeah,
not an
it is.
Indian Pale Ale.
It is.
Oh, it is? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, it's just
I thought you
it,
said it was a Pale Ale.
no. It's really toned down on the hops, and gives it like kind of a deeper flavor.
Well,
but then at
and
the same time, at the end, you get the dryness.
Yeah,
Also,
and this one is 6.5% alcohol. So yeah, I don't hate it. It's got nice color.
I've also been drinking G13, so
It does have nice color. That is true.
yeah, G13 is fucking amazing. Still love Emperor better.
If only
If
I wish
only New Belgium would put back out Emperor. That beer was.
Emperor's got to be my favorite IPA of all time.
So yeah, anyway, so they Claremont Brewing Company, they didn't have a license to can or
Wow.
send growlers out. Otherwise, I would have brought something home. I had their Irish Red,
Mm-hmm.
a little more malty than some of the ones we've had, but still
Okay.
really tasty. Tule's got a flight, and their Mexican lager, which is like hints of corn and stuff in it. That was tasty.
What?
Their Kolsch was like spot on for a Kolsch, and the stout that they had was heavy on the coffee notes, but really good.
I really
Yeah, but
wanna-
I'm like super interested in that Mexican one right
And
now.
I
Like,
here's
really
the
wanna
thing.
go to
Apparently,
Hiatus.
there's a brewery 800 feet down the street.
hmm.
And they will can because one of our club members went there because he had somebody to ride shotgun and drive his
Yeah.
drunk ass home. I did not, and so they went over there and he said that their beers were good and that they would can beers right there. Like you'd ask for a beer,
Oh,
they would
cool.
literally grab it, fill it, and spin the top on,
Nice.
can it right there.
I really want to go to Hiatus because Hiatus is right there up 200 and all that. But you
Yeah.
had one of their beers. I can't remember which one it was.
That was they were at the beer fest
Yeah,
thing that we
but
went to.
Hiatus, they're in a little shopping plaza, and I'm pretty sure.
I think I looked them up one time, and I think if we got a growler, it would be kind of pricey.
Yeah, I know that, but still, it's one of those. It's Hiatus is right there, and I know they have some good stuff. And then also Infinite Ale Works is right there in downtown.
Oh, also in random car news, have you?
Hey, Will.
Hello.
Hey, Will.
How are you, Will?
Yeah, we did find a dry, somewhat quiet location.
Hey, he played jet ski the other day. Achievement unlocked jet ski. Rode his motorcycle through a flooded public parking lot.
Oh,
Most Florida man thing ever.
Did you guys see what's at Plaza Dodge?
The Hornet?
Yeah.
I do.
I
Serena doesn't like the color. I actually like that color.
The Camry tan is making a comeback. We have a lot of Kias that are that color, but I
that's
stopped
not
up.
tan. That's like that.
It's like a beige,
no, it's like
orange-ish.
like that yellowish color. It's like
Yeah.
mustard yellow.
I stopped in and looked at it. I like it. I actually
Okay, wait a second here. They're saying 4 packs to go available. I'm looking at Hiatus because he just brought it up. I did not actually notice the Hornet sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Hornet there. now.
Right on. Closest to
actually-
caliber. Closest to
It's a
caliber.
pretty spiffy looking little
Yeah.
crossover.
I actually saw a gray one today leaving my sister's
Really?
house. Driving by.
That's cool. Oh, you on the road?
Yep.
Cool. A lot of people are like beating on them. I like, not for nothing. I think it's a really good looking crossover. It's aggressive almost.
Yeah,
and-
and that's the thing I like about it. It's a really good looking crossover.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's a crossover,
Oh.
but for what it is, it looks decent. It looks decent.
Thoughts came in, but you need to go first.
Speaking of Dodges, you saw that little Brazilian-made Ram truck that's coming out as the Rampage that's being released for
Yeah,
Brazil and
so
South
the
America.
Yeah.
small one, yeah.
Brett and Sarah were in Peru a few weeks ago. Brett saw one of those things, sent me pictures of it,
No way.
and apparently that thing may be coming to the U.S. next year as Rampage.
So,
Which would be awesome.
But it's more like a Santa Fe.
Santa
Wait,
Cruz.
Santa
Santa
Cruz.
Cruz.
More like a Santa Cruz.
Well, that's
See, I love the Santa
well,
Cruz.
that's what my thing I have to talk about is.
Local humor.
Somebody really make that?
Somebody made that.
That's fucking hilarious.
Sorry, guys. Local humor. Local
Local
humor.
humor.
We can't say it on TV. Well, he did give his mom a ticket.
He did.
Not even damn fix-it ticket.
Yeah,
Anyway, we talk about cars and stuff.
and we laugh at stupid shit.
There was something that I saw online that I wanted to talk about. Oh, that new super van.
Well, no, I wanted to. I'm trying to find like a good picture so I can show you guys. There we go. So, gentlemen,
Careful how you use that word.
gentle monopeds and beyond. Is that better or worse?
I'm not sure.
I'm not either.
Yeah, this is. Oh, wait.
Screen rotate, bitch. Anyway, so Hyundai Santa Cruz,
Yeah.
Ford Maverick.
Yeah.
Somebody else said, you know what? These little trucks can't be taken over like this. And that's why I wanted to see that. Oh my gosh. I love
It
it.
looks so awesome.
Like I said, that weird little South American
That
market
thing's
chocolate.
so awesome. Mm. So somebody else stepped in and said, "Yo, you guys can't be doing this.
Oh, that. We need to talk about that.
We're gonna have to come back and show you guys how it's done."
Hey, we need to talk about that. That's one of the things that are on.
And may I present to
Beware
you,
the RGB.
gentlemen, the 2025 Subaru Baja
No shit.
Derek, really?
coming back
Shit.
as a direct rival for the Maverick and Santa Cruz.
It might go up against the Santa Cruz. It's not going to go up against the Maverick.
They're saying,
Well,
You-
look, Hyundai thinks the Santa Cruz is going to do really well.
Yeah,
Rangers outselling
but
3-1.
yeah, EJ25 Turbo for less than $26,000. Exactly. I'll see how those numbers properly prove in the end, but nonetheless, the Baja's coming back. And I'm so excited for that.
What was that?
And I don't know, but
Is that
Oh!
Is that a DUI bike?
it could have been. That reminded me for a barrel for some reason, because we have a barrel at work we converted into a marine engine run stand. Anybody want a barrel?
No.
Like a 55-gallon barrel?
Actual one, yeah.
Yeah, I think we got one in the house.
We like a Castro or a garbage can.
Yeah, I would like one of those.
You could use it as a garbage can.
Yeah, but I want one of those Casper garbage.
I've been trying to get the little ones, but all I have is really big ones I need to get rid of.
Oh, speaking of spotting thing, I finally saw a new Z in something other besides the Proto that's running around
The
here.
blue one?
The blue one.
I saw it Wednesday leaving work. It turned in front of me.
Still haven't seen
And
it.
I...
Needed a moment?
To the point where cars were honking at me because I had a green turn arrow and I still wouldn't turn. I let it
Still
go.
haven't seen one.
The only thing I can say with that color blue, it really needs the bronze wheels from the Proto.
It does, but
Um,
it
that
looks
color is
so
Mike.
good.
Yeah, they're sealed. If you need to use, you have to cut the top off if you need to use them. But they've had oil in them. They need to be clean. I got like 8 of them, and they're 55-gallon metal ones. If you want them, you let me know. That you can have as many as you please.
Yeah, we
For
can
free.
strap those to a couple cars and we can make boats.
That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah?
But we have 8 of them.
So
and
that way we don't submarine.
2 of them are Valvoline, I think, and then the other ones are Castrol. Yeah, let me know, Mike. If you want them, you can have them, man. By all means.
So there is a new GR86 coming out, a new special edition that they're limiting to 860 of, and it has all its weeps absolutely dying. So it's a new Treno edition.
Mm-hmm.
And it is beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Beware of the RTV.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. It
Oh,
is-
you will when it sucks up RTV, and Toyota says, well, you were driving your car too hard, they don't want to warranty it until it can make social media.
You had a
accounts
Treno edition. You were trying to do mountain runs.
in Florida. Yeah, until they finally get enough social media pressure, they go, you know what, maybe we should fix this guy's car, like they've done the last 2 that have shown up like
Tell him,
that.
listen, my dad has a sushi shop. I need to deliver it.
Tofu.
Oh, that's right, tofu. Well, we can't make that work in Florida. It has to be sushi shop.
Why not tofu?
Not enough people are into tofu. I love tofu. Don't get me wrong. I actually avidly cook with tofu.
Well, maybe we are different.
Oh, we're different.
I just want a GR86 Reno edition.
Oh, we're different, all right. Dude, you can just buy a white one, throw some black stripes on it. Bam,
No,
there you go.
it has the
Amazon,
it has the
$15 for the full kit.
It has the performance package on it, so it has the bigger brake.
Performance, schmerformance. You think that Treno and friggin' Initial D was a powerhouse? That was all about driving.
Hey, well,
That
fuck
was
you,
all about
Dave.
light. That was all
I'm
about
sorry.
lightweight and momentum.
We kind of just ganged up on him really
Fuck
hard. I'm
you.
sorry.
Fuck y'all. Fuck all this.
Have we mentioned that the new
Mike, you cannot pick up and go home and leave us here because, well, you
You're
are
home.
home and we're here.
Screw you guys.
Have-
Get the fuck out of my house.
Have we mentioned the new 8.6? It's like absolutely beautiful though. Like
I
still,
know.
I see them all the time. I absolutely. That's like
Finally, they
Aesthetically,
made it
such a
to where it
pleasing car to
is
look at.
everything that I want. Like
I want to drive one. I really do.
I
want to drive one of those since the first gen.
it's one
I've
of
driven the
those
first
that-
gen. The
Oh,
first
yeah.
gen are not exciting. They're not.
The couple amount of torque that they added, and a couple extra things they added,
The first end feels like
everybody
it got
is
out of the
saying
slope.
that it made it
To
to
be
where
more-
it
more
should
heavy.
be. When all the press and all that is saying that just that extra 10 pounds of torque and all that is
In the
making
middle-
it to
in the middle
where
it needed to be.
it needed to be, and it's now wonderful. I am truly thinking that my next car might be one. Like, I am 100% going. I really want to get a
Driving my
Golf.
car till it
Well,
explodes.
It's kinda how I am.
for my next new
I'm
car,
almost
I
at
was,
150,000 miles.
135.
I was kind of thinking about a Golf, because I was thinking I was going to move up from a Focus to a Golf. But I might go back to
I'm not sure I would qualify that as a move up.
go to a Golf 5. Better interior.
Get the extended one.
Okay. Well,
And get
fuck
ready
you guys,
for wallet.
Fuck
No,
it, I'm
you
just gonna
should- you
trade
should-
it in and just get a
No,
Mustang
if
again.
anything, you should keep your ST and you should go big turbo.
Yeah.
you see how quiet he was about that? That's my next move. I'm going big turbo on my car. I'm just waiting till my turbo
Yeah, but the
goes.
thing is, if I go big turbo, then it's gonna ruin what I like about the car.
You don't want more power, baby?
Oh, I want more power, baby, but it's one of those. I love the fact of how responsive it is now. I don't want to leave big turbo to school.
I know Borg Warner
You know what I'm
makes.
talking
I know Borg Warner makes a quote unquote big turbo for the EcoSplat Mustangs, but it's still a baby hair dryer.
Well, I was gonna. Well, see,
Actually, hey,
Fuck it,
Dude.
I will get the Maverick. I will swap on the fucking Ranger turbo, and I will run
no,
fucking
it's
12.
not the Ranger turbo. It was the
Okay, you know-
the Lincoln Corsair.
Yeah,
turbo.
I know. Fucking run
that would
12.
be acceptable. That would be okay. I would be
Dude.
okay with you doing that.
Put the Corsair turbo on what you got now.
Well, see,
Obviously,
for me,
You're welcome.
they make a turbo for my car that is a. They have them in every range, so you can. I don't know if I'm gonna get the biggest one because I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna build my engine or
I don't
whatever.
want to snap fucking
So-
axles.
So the
That's
one
not
I'm looking at that will be
Corsair turbo.
it's the CST4. It's like a 76 millimeter inlet, 80 something hot side.
Goddamn, and ours were like what 35,
Yep.
like that.
Bolts on right to the stock exhaust manifold. Spools up at 3,300 RPM, which with the front mount and the stock turbo, I spool up at 3,000.
Yeah,
So-
I feel like 25.
And slaps on an additional 80 wheel horsepower, and that'll be like max. So I'll be at like 370 to 390 wheel horsepower, and well over 400 foot-pounds of torque, and that'll be max for my engine. And I think that will be extremely spicy and will be extremely surprising. And that's literally all I have to do. I've already done all the other
Yeah,
supporting
but,
laps.
but
I can actually say since-
at that point, because of driving a car just like yours for coming up on December will be 6 years,
Mhm.
and at that point, how much is your drivability going to go away?
Not well.
How?
The turbo functions just how mine does. It's just bigger and creates more power.
See, it's one of those like my turbo kicks in at about 24 to 26, depending on like mine kicks in early. By 5,000, my turbo falls. That's when I go from my 23 pounds to 15.
Okay, see, when I was top mount, that happened. Whenever I switched to front mount, that all went away.
Well, no, I'm
And I know yours is front mount.
I'm thick front mount.
But like
too,
for
and
me, it all went away when I went to front mount.
and that's why when it was like, oh, you're short shifting, I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna go past like
Well, that was-
$5,000,
well,
like,
when-
5,500. Like, no,
Well,
I'm shifting there.
2015 when the EcoSplat Mustangs first came out.
It's my motor.
Sabrina and I took one for a ride, and that was the first thing I noticed was that 5200. That
Take
thing
it.
just fell flat on its face.
Yeah, mine does too. Right around.
There-
Well,
there's
it
no
did.
point
It
of-
did before I got my new tune, but
There's no point of revving. Out.
Yeah.
I mean 50.
well, and
I
that's
can go
that's
to, I
stock
can
turbo
go to,
problems.
I,
That's the thing.
yeah, I can go to 6 and still have some pull, but I'm not going to redline. If I go to redline, like
Well, no, it's-
at that point, I'm losing fucking power.
Yeah,
Like,
you're,
no,
you're almost drawing
it-
vacuum at that
yeah.
It's because of it's a mathematical equation. It's how small that turbo is with the heat it generates per RPM for the engine.
And it kicks on like that, like
So,
that's
right,
where-
so
that's
towards
why
the
all my
top end,
torque
it's
is
so hot
low.
that it's making the air so hot that
Yeah.
the air doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
So when you expand that orifice out and the higher RPM, the air will be cooler as it
Yeah.
comes in, which will keep you more power in like the top end. Which this turbo, it's the perfect happy medium in my opinion between a slightly bigger turbo and too big of a turbo, and it's about
So it's Goldilocks.
right. It's about $1,300 brand new with a warranty, and I have to put that on and get a tune. Like I've already done, like I said, everything else. All supporting mods are done. I just have to take my old turbo off, and this one even has the same OEM ports for the coolant hose and the oil hose. It bolts onto the stock exhaust manifold and everything, and it'll slap me on 80 wheel horsepower.
See, I don't
Which you've driven my car.
I have.
If you know, if
Yeah,
that had
I
another
made it. I
80
made
wheel
it
horsepower,
I made it do whooshy poppy noises right out here, allegedly.
and that's about 300 wheel horsepower right there.
Yeah, that was a third gear full when I went.
Yeah,
to visit.
I'm probably about 10 less than you, but I think I have like 10 more torque than you.
Yeah. I will say that having driven both of these two cars, literally
My
back
car's more
like
torquey,
back to
yeah.
back, Mike's car is definitely more refined.
Well, not even with
Like,
that.
just
Like,
like driving-
I definitely have more.
And you
torque
drove
than
it after
him.
I did the new mount setup too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. So yeah, that's
It
what I'm
was-
saying.
Yeah, the
His
the
car,
mounts definitely improved a lot.
I love driving his car so much more than I love mine, except I love the power that my car has.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying your car is slow. I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
saying
it's one of
the
those-
way my
no,
car
your
feels.
car-
But your
your car-
car is so much more refined, so much more
I
user
build
friendly.
all my power low down, where yours more middle.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
also,
no,
but
yeah,
also
I
too, just
agree.
the overall experience. Like you said, Mike's is like I said, is just a better, nicer environment to
And,
be in.
and even if I
Your
had a
car
full
is much-
interior and everything, like
But even with the interior, like I said, your drivetrain and the way yours works, it's much more sort of just raw.
Yeah. No, and I love
it's definitely
trust
without
me,
the
I
interior,
love
it
this
definitely has a
configuration.
little more emotion going on.
well, and the one thing that I
that's
love
what
about
always-
that is
the reason I got my car, not only for me always wanting an ST as soon as they came out, Damien's first gen Speed 3, like riding with him so many times, and especially after you got the new motor and all that stuff, and he had solid mounts, so like everything rattled and all that, but it didn't matter. Even like once you got going,
that car was so friggin' nice.
but the thing was,
that's
once
the
you got
MZR
going,
balance shaft like right there.
once you got going,
It's
and that like past the stoplight and everything stopped rattling like off the stoplight, that car was just like mine, so smooth, so wonderful.
That's what- you can even
fucking
ask
power.
my
and
friends
that's-
I've driven to
that's
Tampa
what-
and with and everything, even on the coilovers or even further. My car, once you're on the highway and
Oh,
cruising,
yeah.
it's smooth.
Oh shit! You can ask Jason. 120 down a
private road.
down
In
that,
Mexico.
trying to get to a place in 30 that said it was 45 minutes away. We got there in 28 minutes and all that. And he's like, "Oh, how fast are we going?" And I said 120. He's like, "No, we're not." And he looked over. He's like, "How are we doing?" I'm like, that's the thing. Like my car, you get up on the highway, you go.
Yeah.
It does not feel like you're doing that. Like,
Yeah, your
and there's
car-
many times Sabrina is like, "How fast are we going?" I'm like, "You don't want to know." She's
Your
like, "What?
car-
We're doing
yeah,
70?"
your-
I'm like, "No, we're
I've
doing
done that
triple
to
digits."
before.
Yeah, your
we're
car,
not.
your car at speed is much smoother and quieter than my car at speed.
Well, and what I was going to say about like the whole raw thing, the cool thing, like the 2010 Mazda Speed 3, which is what I have, is the only year that came with the revised engine and the old transmission.
Yeah.
So
the old
it had
transmission was the best part.
It has the same transmission that the OG Mazda Speed 3s had, which had a slightly different gear ratio for first through third, which made
was
the
shorter.
car so much more aggressive.
Yeah, they were
So, like,
shorter
if you get a
first and
2011 Mazda Speed 3,
third. First was
it's
longer.
like it doesn't feel like my car whatsoever.
I'm guessing those gear ratios were probably changed for
Yeah.
EPA
Yeah,
reasons.
longer years.
It's when they introduced the California specific engine
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
Speaking of
with a different oil filter.
Speaking
actually, too,
of
which is weird.
California specific, saw a thing on, I think it actually popped up on two of the automotive blog called Drive and Jalopnik. Some yokel out in California has a 1998 Lincoln Mark 8 LSC collector's edition in pearl white.
Cool.
One of 32 made for California. Has 898 miles on it.
Whoa.
He's asking $60,000 for it.
What?
And he had previously tried to sell it for $75,000. Obviously didn't work. Here's the thing.
I understand the rarity.
It's a
but-
Lincoln Mark 8. Knock a zero off of that and we'll start talking.
Yeah,
And this is coming from a guy who had one of those cars. Because I'm looking at an
So
800.
we'll just send me this.
Looks like a unit and a half.
I don't know. I'm trying to look. Sorry, Will. I just finally looked at your message 20 minutes later.
The fuck?
Post-apocalyptic, like.
What are your feelings on the new
It is a Ford
F-350 crew cab
6900.
short box dually?
I haven't seen.
So I saw the so Octopian did a thing about that where one of them went out and drove it. I saw the single cab short bed one able to pull on a gooseneck 40,000 pounds.
Okay, how the hell can you do that and not require a CDL?
So you
The
can
same way I got my RV.
You can-
Without a CDL.
You can have, and I've seen pictures about this and all that, to where you can have one, you can have a pusher RV, one of like the 40, 50-foot RVs,
Yeah, again,
and pull a trailer, and not have to have a CDL. But
Exactly.
you can have a single cab tractor, and you have to have a
yeah, exactly.
But
That's kind of my point.
so I have seen many construction companies to the point to where they will get a RV and attach their heavy load equipment with their cats and all that.
CDL licensing.
They don't have to run a CDL.
Hey, fuck it.
No, my point is people buying that vehicle's that big and they're hauling that much weight and
Yep.
don't have a CDL.
Yep.
Have you seen most RV drivers?
But
They're fucking nuts.
so the crazy thing is, if you want to be
People just aren't sane.
if you want to be a school bus driver, you have to have a CDL.
Obviously.
A school bus is almost shorter or whatnot, the same length as most RVs.
But you're also carrying kids.
You have to have a CDL for that. But
Yeah.
for that same size or bigger RV, you do not have to have a CDL.
And that's
What?
insane.
What the hell is up with that?
And that's insane.
Yeah.
It is.
No, that's a really
Yeah.
good point. Like,
No, but that's insane.
how-
And like I said, if you have a pickup truck, which an F-350 is a pickup truck, and you're literally if you're legit hauling 30 to 40,000 pounds down the road, fuck?
You're basically hauling what a semi truck is.
You're
hauling.
you're half capacity of a semi truck.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen semi trucks that are hauling up to 80,000.
Mike said he thinks the legal limit's 52 feet total
Yeah.
with trailer.
Okay.
Well, it's just like,
Still.
well, and like a lot of people, like you were saying too, like people who drive RVs are crazy. Now, like a sane person like me, like when
Like you.
I take this RV out from the road,
You're saying?
You're cute, Dan.
when it comes to driving, may I go? I would stay in the right lane doing the speed limit or less if I was driving my RV, because I understand that it's a very large vessel that requires a lot of effort
I
to
love how you
turn,
said
stop.
vessel. That's the fucking Titanic going on.
Oh, I didn't mean to reference that at all.
No, North Star.
I was trying not to
Wonderful.
earlier. They're not following the. No, never mind.
Just don't implode it, buddy. Yes, I'm going to hell again.
Sorry, guys. Sorry for everybody that lost it.
I'm working on my RV.
Okay, wait a minute.
Working
Okay.
on that tomorrow, by the way.
By this time, everybody's seen the crazy ass memes that are floating around on the internet, and I'm just gonna say the internet is nothing but a giant bag of assholes.
True.
It's just-
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not.
But the thing is,
It's not really the internet.
this
And I give you the example, the Challenger disaster.
yeah.
So I grew up, went to school down here. Most of the time I was down here. Short stint in Minot, North Dakota, but I was down here. I was down here when that happened. And my good friend Brett was living in Pennsylvania when that happened. And within hours of that happening, because Brett and I were talking about these things, within hours of that happening, the same sick-ass jokes that we were telling down here in school was up there in Pennsylvania at the same time. And we didn't have the internet back then. Basically, the internet just made it a lot easier and a lot faster to be a bag of assholes.
Let me get the next. So, for our roulette beer, which
So-
one do you want?
Yeah, I was gonna say we're getting kind of late in. We might need to just do one. So I would say Mike, you just pick.
That key lime one looking pretty
Pretty tasty.
pretty
I
interesting.
think it's what he grabbed.
That's what I grabbed.
Look at that thing. It's starting on your end.
Oh, my hip just popped when I sat down.
Is that
So
good or
this
bad?
is
I don't know.
Fair enough.
I thought I farted. It was not. It was my hip.
Mike said, Brian, I completely agree. I was in New York when that happened.
See, like maybe it's just my generation that was just that bad. I don't know.
I don't know.
So this is we're doing a little flight thing out of Mike's orphan drawer.
So
I
I got
artwork
this
on
one in okay. So the day me and Sabrina and Chris and Shelby did the escape room, right next door to it was this weird. It said craft beer and wine, and we went in there and we found a whole bunch of shit, and I found the two that I found, and this was one that I picked it up because I loved the artwork on the can and bought it, and then realized what it was.
Sorry. What? So we posted that, and Brian posted that. So I might have been in Mexico earlier,
Allegedly.
and somebody who was allegedly in a C6 Corvette was trying to go around me, and my car allegedly is just about, not quite like faster, but just about as, and he couldn't get around me, and he was very upset about that. in Mexico, allegedly. And anyway,
So what Mike found here is we have Dead Lizard, Key Lime Chameleon, Creamsick
it's called
Ale.
Dead Lizard. I love that.
I really didn't
Something
see.
brewed with vanilla bean and key lime added,
what does
and
that
also
say?
contained milk. I don't know.
I don't even know that fucking word. Ale bread? Ale brewed.
Ale brewed.
Ale brewed.
Ale brewed.
Ale brewed.
The letters are all different colors,
And they're all together.
and it mixes in with a
They're
background. Seriously, you can't see this shit.
No, ale brewed. Okay.
It does say contained milk, so I don't know. Let's.
No, yeah, no, that was my thing that I saw. It said it contained my to drink that last little bit so that there's no. Dan, yours, drink that last little bit so there's no.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know how lactose is going to do with that.
Well, generally at lactose beers, you'll be able to tell when and if they're expired, because chunks.
Yeah, no, this I got a couple months ago, 3 months ago, and it's been in the dry cabinet since then. So today was the first time that I put it in a cooler.
Whoa!
So I'm doing the rest of it.
And I'm a key lime whore. I love key lime. Like anything key lime is all me.
That's pretty close, Mike.
I think we got Mike a little extra.
That's fine.
That's it.
No, you had a bigger glass, like round.
So.
Oh!
Yep.
Oh my god!
Yep.
Cheers, bitches.
Cheers.
Oh, that smells so good. I smell the lime.
Fucking
Yo!
hell.
Yo, I just
It
smelled the
is
lime.
good.
Like, what?
Fucking hell.
Oh, there's a cream.
It's all there.
Mm.
It is
So good.
like
And-
drinking a key lime pie.
It tastes like if you took a fresh key lime off the tree, thin slice, and dunked it in vanilla cream and ate the lime slice.
Oh my god, this is
But
wonderful.
that's the thing. I mean, this being
Oh.
this being a cream ale, this is actually clearer and less hazy than
The last one we just drank.
than the one that I had at Pine Street a couple days ago.
It's got some haze to it.
Yeah, but I mean, this is not.
Oh my god.
Not
okay.
much though at all.
Yeah, but this doesn't.
This
This doesn't
has
look
to try
like.
This is good though.
This is
Oh my
amazing.
god,
It
it's
really
freaking
is.
wonderful.
Oh, Delta Green, look at that picture.
Will, this is the Key Lime Chameleon Cream Sick Ale. It's a ale brewed vanilla bean key lime milk ale, cream ale
From Dead Lizard.
from Dead Lizard Brewing. It's really, really yummy. It tastes like a key lime sweetness in your mouth, or rather in my mouth.
It's really good. Yeah, I like it a lot.
That is really good.
It is. I don't know if we had more of it. Is there an alcohol content on that thing?
I think it was 6 something,
I was gonna say it doesn't seem.
6.2.
Yeah, that's not
No. Wow, that's really yummy.
really good. Well, little garage update. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I did pick myself up a pair of race ramps.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about those.
Yeah, 56-inch long ones. Now
Those must be
apparently,
fantastic.
you can actually go on their website and they'll give you a calculator for your approach angle and everything. The 40-inch ones would work for my car.
That's nice that they do that.
Yeah, they tell you how to measure your car, and then you plug those measurements in. They'll tell you which ramps will fit.
It's pretty cool.
But I just decided to go all out and get the 56-inch long ones, and dude, 8 inches of rise. They've got like a full 2-inch or 2.5-inch stop on the end of them. They're 8 inches wide, something like that, or 10 inches wide. You put a pretty wide tire on them. But on a regular, like a smooth garage floor, they don't move. And with like I said, the approach angle is so shallow that even with the back tires on that smooth garage floor, it doesn't. It just right up like nothing.
I don't know if I told you, I made ramps for the RV. So I took it's like 12 by 6 foot sections, and I cut it up, and I have like a piece about as long as the table, another piece about that long, drilled to it, and then progressively move up with longer
so you did
screws.
like stack ramps.
And I got the thing.
I take it away from the spring.
I got the
You
thing
not
probably-
drink all of it.
almost 2.5 feet off the ground. So
Oh, nice.
oh yeah, I can get under it easily. And I removed the rest of the dog box too.
Okay.
So I found out the front part of the dog box comes off, so I got access to the belts and everything.
Oh, that's good.
Well, it's really good because the main heater core hose was rubbing on the AC compressor, and it's almost to the point where it would have been spraying. So,
Yeah, that would be bad. Okay.
and I have all of the ignition power wiring ripped out, and I have half of the harness rebuilt. I gotta finish it tomorrow
I was
before I
gonna
go
say,
back over there.
there's not much to that entire engine. The driveline harness, there wouldn't be much to that at all.
No, you got so the main engine powers some lights on the inside and some lights in the back, and then, your standard headlight, brake light, markers, all that.
Basically, like chassis wiring.
Right.
Almost like standard, like utility vehicle body control.
Yeah, and then other than that, you have ignition power to a relay to disperse to a few lights on the dash and a relay or two for some switches, and then you got your 12 volt to the distributor, which my 12 volt distributor was 6 volts only coming in, which from the main starter solenoid, which goes out to the dash on the other post, I was getting like 4 volts coming out on the other side. So I have the new solenoid for that. I have a whole new harness I made to go from that to the ignition cylinder to the distributor and all that. So I'm gonna put all that in tomorrow, and then hopefully, because it lost all spark. It's not even sparking at all. So I'll get that going. I gotta do that hose which I bought. I have a power steering pressure hose I bought I need to replace because that was leaking everywhere, which was really funny to watch too, by the way.
Oh, I can imagine. It's probably just like a fan that shoots out.
Well, yeah, when you didn't touch the steering wheel, nothing happened. But as soon
Less
as
good to do it.
it was like a fan. I don't even know. It was so wide. It was funny. Like
Yeah.
I watched.
It was like a power washer nozzle, but power
Yeah.
steering fluid.
Yeah. No, I know that with the Fox. I had that happen
And
with
then-
the fucking Fox.
I got the filter and the gasket, a rubber, not a cork, for the transmission pan. That's got to be done. And then I have a new master cylinder. And then I'm going to try to bleed the brakes. And then if I that do it, I'm going to do wheel cylinders in the back. It has discs on the front.
Okay.
And we are dually
So,
axles.
Yeah, okay. So that's
So now
that's
is the back axle powered from
just
the
a
front
tandem,
axle?
or
Yes.
so it is. It has that short little drive.
Yeah.
No
Mhm.
shit.
So it's like a dump truck.
Yes.
deal.
Damn.
It's not just a
So
tandem axle.
when you go to do the transmission pan, because it's possible that it's possible that the cork gasket just dried up and started leaking, but it could be that someone put it on and tightened it up too tight. And if they did that, when you look at the pan rail all the way around, right where the screw holes are, it'll be flat, and then the screw holes will be kind of up like this.
Right.
So if that's the case, you can put it upside down on something flat and literally just get in there with some type of small, like a brass drift or something that'll fit inside where the side of the pan and the rail, and then it comes up on the lip. You get in there with a small brass drift and just kind of tap that and get everything back flat again.
Well, and the goal is if I help get the stuff cleaned up tomorrow that I can to get the RV running, it's going in the shop. And we're going to try to put it on the ramps up inside that shop there, and then I can work on it inside, because I think I'm gonna at least have to bleed the brakes and probably try to find brake leaks.
More than likely, you're gonna have to replace the brake hoses because it's been sitting that long.
To be honest,
Even-
that would be the
Because
best.
even if for some strange reason they might look okay on the outside,
No, they're
the
probably
insides
not.
are going to be shot. I mean,
I know most
Yeah.
rubber components are going to need to be
At
replaced. no
that
matter
point, go to Napa. Get new brake lines. Because doesn't Napa do brake lines and shit? Well, hydraulics.
what. Well, you can probably, the hoses for that are probably P30 hoses. If
yeah,
not-
like I said, if that's just a standard GM chassis,
it is. It's just long. Even like the stuff at the back and everything is still the same as the stuff as the other things.
Yeah,
And the Three Daughters
we've had
key lime
that.
cider. Oh, that one is really good.
That is really good. We've had that one before too.
Yeah, no, this is better than the Three Daughters key lime cider. Love the key lime cider, but this is seriously. I had to pull this away from Sabrina because she just kept on drinking on it, and she's like, "Oh, that's good, that's good." And I'm like, "No, like
Mine.
Now I kind of want to look at the list and see what other key limes we've done before.
Key Billy, which is your favorite."
Yeah, Key Billy Islandale.
Now, how would you put this with Key Billy? More than it, right?
Yeah.
And I really think it might be the lactose in it
It might be.
because it gives it that creamier.
It might be, but I mean, like I said, I mean, both this and the Key Billy, the key lime is like right
Yeah.
up front and center. I think Big Top also did a key lime
Yeah.
that we did.
So, Will, the great thing about this is like you can as soon as you put the glass to your nose, you get hit with fresh key lime, and when you drink it, it because it contains lactose. You get that creamy key lime that is like you're biting into a key lime pie. Like it's absolutely crazy.
All right, I know we're not doing like an auction car, but I want to do something kind of fun.
All right, go for it, man.
So
You gonna bring more of this?
I just loaded up, bring a trailer, and I'm gonna like load up a bunch of the auctions and then blindly pick one without looking at the price, cover the price with my hand, and then we're gonna all guess together.
Mike, hand me that can, please. I'll add that to the list when I get home.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna go down. I'm just gonna click random car. Not even gonna look at the price or anything like that.
Yeah, I did not do an auction card today. I completely forgot.
Okay, so we have a 1971 Chevrolet Malibu.
4-door, 2-door.
Here, I've ghettoly covered things. It's a coupe. It has a 6.2 supercharged LSA with a 4L85 in it. You can see the color if you like. It's orange. It's very orange.
That's like Chevy Big Block orange right there.
It's very orange.
Oh god.
Oh my god! Everything's orange.
It's donk, isn't it?
No, it's not a
No,
dog.
no, it's not a Donkaroo.
No, it's like a legit street. It's like a legit
Yeah.
street.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And he says 70.
Oh, I just went too far. Sorry. Oh, damn it. We all got all flipped up. Can I not go forward to where I was? Oh, there we go. Ah!
You're having a hell of a time there, buddy.
I'm trying to exit the thing without looking at the price.
So it's a 70.
71. 71.
71.
But honestly,
Not a Chevelle.
70 or
Okay.
71 doesn't really matter because the engine swap.
Yeah, it's a 71 Chevelle Malibu. It's in Florida. So it's got a 6.2 LSA V8 with a FL85E 4-speed automatic transmission. It has a complete Art Morrison chassis, staggered diameter custom Budnick wheels,
That's money. That's money.
Willwood 4-wheel brakes. It's got strange engineering adjustable coilovers. It's got custom power adjustable seats, a classic auto climate control system, power windows, and like everything you can imagine. Modern power adjustable seats, complete frame off restoration and chassis overhaul and restoration.
I got a price.
100 grand.
Oh, see, old school I'm a little bit higher than that because I was thinking,
660 horsepower to the wheels, by the way.
so old school says 50K. I was gonna go 85.
I'm going 100.
I was gonna go Art Morrison
Yeah, like I said, chassis and all.
between like 1 and 120 though.
Yeah, I was
No.
gonna call it 100 grand.
Yeah.
85. I'm going low.
I'm thinking 96. 96. I'm thinking 96.
Mike went really low, but
I'm
all right,
thinking
what was it?
96. I don't know. I didn't look. I was trying to cover it. No, we're gonna look together. 130. Oh, and it didn't sell. 138, and it didn't even sell.
I win.
Because no
So
one
they
wanted
want. They wanted. No, they wanted more.
No, they didn't meet reserve.
That means they wanted more than 138. You do
That-
win, but
That was probably a $150,000 bill.
I would imagine. Hold on, I can now that we're.
But
all
that's the thing with cars like that. A lot of times,
This is a brand new,
like I
quote
said,
unquote.
a lot of
super
times,
car.
man, you end up buying cars like
Oh
that.
yeah, look at the chassis. Look at that.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
a lot of times
Look at
you end up buying those cars for less than it costs to
Yeah.
build them.
So they built it to what they wanted, but no one else wants it.
Well, people wanted it up to $138,000.
And that's all they were willing to pay.
Yeah.
So they're going to keep that car.
Yep.
But anyway,
Or that one might end up at a future Barrett Jackson.
on that disappointing note,
Yeah, I'm kind of slowly going through our list here while we're doing all this other stuff. So far, I've only found the key Billy. I haven't found the other key limes, or they have the key lime ales.
I think I'm going to kill it for the night. And then we're going to come
Yeah.
back in a couple weeks.
Yeah, we are going to come back in a couple of weeks. We already have beers. We already have beer stacked up. for
I
the next couple.
know!
So Chris got a
Fantastic.
beer. So last episode, Chris ended up bringing a beer. Dan had brought a beer, and I had beer. And then Chris had also brought a beer, but we still have Chris's beer. We'll wait till he's back for that one.
Chris
and
has
then
got another one.
then I have I've got a swamp head at the house too.
Chris told me about his other one he's got.
Oh.
It's special.
So
Well,
Do we
there's
want to
one
do-
in here.
So do we want to do that one next week? And this one,
It's gonna be up to Chris because I was very nice and I did not break into it. So it's in the fridge still. And I look at it every time I open it up. I'm like, because I've had that one before and I
don't-
like
yeah,
it
I don't-
so much.
I don't think I have. What was
I
that?
have. So the one in here I've been saved on the show. It's an Avita.
Oh yeah, like I said, we had an Abita one
Oh.
before. I have not had that one.
I like this one.
Yeah,
Have you
I've
had it before. It's so good.
I've not
But
had.
Avita, we've gotten Avita from Dave Heckman. He
Dave
was the one
Heckman
that
recommended
told
one,
me.
and it turned out, the amber ale, and it turned out to be really good. So anyway, so the one that I had at Pine Street the other night, which was amazing, was Yeasty Brews Orange Flurry Blonde Ale with orange and cream.
That sounds good. Oh, that's thick.
Oh yeah, it was thick. It was definitely like a dessert beer, but it was so tasty.
Well, join us again in 2 weeks. We'll be here, and we might have another person with us.
Might actually be back on the on the porch bar.
I was gonna say we probably could have gone there, but we already had everything set up, and
Yeah, as it turned out, all the spiciness we were expecting to come after the first band didn't really show up.
It's going to show up as soon as we all leave.
Oh yeah, of course.
not when I leave.
That's okay. I got a
But,
I got a fresh coat of Rain-X on the windshield. I'm good to go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Have a good night, everybody.
See
If
ya.
anybody's gonna be in Tampa tomorrow, let me know.
He's going to the Misfit show.